Breaking news out of Leafland, Jake Muzzin. Yes, it's another injury to a defenseman. Muzzin will be out for the next 4 weeks. This is Instant Analysis with Jesse Rubinoff and Justin Bourne. Instant Analysis presented by Tylenol Rapid Release Gel Caps. Rapid release for rapid relief. So the Leafs get a huge character win last night against the Tampa Bay Lightning. But yet again, Leaf fans, they can't bask in the glow of that win for more than, 12 hours. Jake Muzzin blocks a shot, and he is going to be out for the next 4 weeks approximately. How big of a loss is this for the Leafs?
It's pretty massive.
Yeah.
You know, this is a Toronto Maple Leafs team that was already pretty thin on the back end. I've called in the past Jake Muzzin the most important player in the Toronto Maple Leafs, even though we know how skilled their forwards are. Sheldon Keefe has called them their conscience recently. And if you look as you get a little deeper into their decor, into their bottom pairs, it's a little dicey right now. You look at Rasmus Sandin, played 5 minutes over 2 periods last night. They weren't certain about him, and then with Muzzin out, he played 10 minutes of the third period. So it puts some players in some positions I don't think they wanted them to be in, but I think they can have success provided the forwards show the effort and the will that they do when they play well.
So the Leafs currently in a playoff spot right now. They're duking it out essentially with the Florida Panthers. Is this loss a setback enough that the Leafs may not make the playoffs anymore?
I mean, it's tight, right? This legitimately puts them in a tough situation. I know the Florida Panthers right now are 2 points behind with a game in hand, and they certainly have tons of ability to catch the Toronto Maple Leafs. Right now, the issue is just, can the Leafs D get the puck up to the forwards enough so the forwards can control the game? There are some questionable moments where you wonder if that's going to be possible. I think they can, but they're going to need guys like Hall and Dermott to take some steps and really emerge as more second-pair looking guys than fringe players.
There were a lot of Leaf fans that criticized Kyle Dubas for not bringing in more defenseman depth at the trade deadline. He ultimately didn't move Barrie. A lot of fans also wanted Barrie to be moved. But now that there's another injury to the D-core, does this put Kyle Dubas in the spotlight that he didn't get enough done at the deadline to bring in more depth?
I actually kind of think it looks good on Kyle Dubas because they were in a position where had they moved Tyson Barrie, boy, who would play D for this team? Martin Marincin is kind of waiting to get in. Calle Rosen's right there, but those are guys that make your team a whole lot better. They're kind of fill-in guys. So, maybe they could have added someone else, but I think they were kind of looking at bigger things at the deadline. And the fact that they held on to Tyson Barrie, I think, puts them in a position where they have someone who can eat 25 minutes for them, which they're going to need with the loss of Muzzin.
So Kyle Dubas bringing over Calle Rosen in a deal for Michael Hutchinson with the Colorado Avalanche. Calle Rosen's going to factor in here. He's going to play now. And what do we know about Calle Rosen, and is this a position where he can get it done for the Leafs?
Well, he's played 16 NHL games, so what do we know? But looking at him at the AHL level, I know Kyle and Sheldon really liked him down there. He took a lot of strides in the 2 years with the organization. So for one, he's popular. Two, he knows the systems, and he's walking in familiar. At the NHL level, though, it's unproven. So he's a guy I think you put in sort of for 15 minutes a night, shelter him, and see what he can do. Hope he gets confident and comfortable and gives you, happily surprises you.
So it's a big win, like we talked about last night over the Tampa Bay Lightning. But then you have another injury to Muzzin. What does this do emotionally inside the dressing room to a team that has struggled, obviously, emotionally? They've been the butt of a lot of jokes lately with the loss to the Zamboni driver on Saturday. What's going on inside the Leafs room after that big win, but then another injury?
Well, I don't think they know what to think of this team sometimes, but I think it's just everyone knows you're going to play. You can be confident when you show up to the rink that you have to be ready. So it's go time for everyone, and you can't pass the buck. You need to be a driver, not a passenger.
That's Justin Bourne. Thanks, Justin.